So, not the most ideal way to end the school year, right? I gotta say, hopefully you can see me. I've never done this before with my phone. This is where I am. I kind of wanted to just check in with you, show you kind of how I'm handling the quarantine right now. So I came up to Nebraska, where my in-laws are, and for good reason. I mean, look what we got here. This is Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Bobby's a little tired. We rode him pretty hard today. There's Colonel. Colonel's young. He just had a saddle on his back for the first time a couple days ago. And same with this one over here. This is our little mule, Jewel. And we've got another 7 horses that are out in another pasture right now. But this is my in-laws' place here in Nebraska. I don't know if you can see that there. That's where I've been for the last probably 3.5 weeks. It's super quiet. Pan here so you can kind of see it. I can see for at least 30 or 40 miles that way. That's off to the east. Here's the south. That whole pasture is theirs. So we ride that every day pretty much, unless there's rain or too much wind. And there's all kinds of things to do. So I was kind of just going to show you what my days are looking like other than that there. So how have I been dealing with it? You know, it sucks. I miss you guys. Teaching and being in the room is something I enjoy and I love, and I guess trying to do the same thing online is not my favorite, but I hope you guys are getting something from it. But I'm also taking this time to just be with my family, be quiet, do some projects. We've got chickens. I don't know if you can see them there. We bought 30 chickens. They were just tiny little yellow chicks about, oh man, just 3 weeks ago. So dealing with them. We got raspberries planted here. We've got a garden that we did that I want to say is probably about 40 yards by about 10 yards wide over here. We've got all sorts of stuff planted in it. So getting a lot of outside time. That's been fantastic. So I'm waking up in the mornings. I'm exercising early in the morning. Get my coffee. I do my class work for the most part. And that can go anywhere from 4 hours to sometimes 8 or 9 hours, depending on the day. It's about as much as I can handle looking at a screen. And then I try to make my way out here at some point. This is my father-in-law's shop, and he's quite the handyman, and he's got a lifetime of tools built up. And what I've been working on is actually building a woodworking bench. So I brought up a bunch of my traditional woodworking tools here. I also got a haircut. I don't know if you know that. Pretty slick, right? But this is cool here. All this wood that you're seeing right there started off as old barn board wood like that I found just out in the field from a barn that he had torn down about a year ago. And I brought my woodworking tools because I love it, but I couldn't bring my bench because it's too big. So I decided I'm going to try to make one out of some old barn material. So that's what I've been after. That's been fun. I've been doing that in the afternoons. And then we walk the lane here. I don't know if you can see, but this is the beginning of the driveway, and it's about 1 mile long. So to walk all the way to the end of the driveway and back is a 2-mile walk. And so we've been doing that every day. Here's the garden, looking good and fine. We have firewood in those bins where I've been chopping wood and feeding the wood stoves because it's been pretty cold. I don't know if you can see now, but here come my in-laws right there down the way, and they've got my daughter Dahlia with them. They're just finishing the nightly walk on the driveway. And so, although this COVID situation has been unexpected and it threw a wrench in everybody's plans, I guess just kind of want to say, you know, we can't always predict what's going to happen, but we just make the most of everything that's been given to us. And so there is a bunny. And so for me, I'm trying to use this time to work on myself, you know, exercise, read, take time to be quiet, get better at woodworking. My father-in-law has been teaching me how to weld, which has been fantastic. I've really been enjoying that. And just getting the extra time to be with my kids, you know, this is a rare treat to have so much time with my kiddos. This one's Dahlia. Yeah. She's a goofball. And I love her.
Don't you dare!
She's fun. And so here's where I've been. I hope all of you are well. I'm just kind of figuring out how to make these videos and put them on YouTube, so I'll try to do these check-ins from time to time here. But I miss you all. I love you all. I hope you're being well. I hope you're finding some time here to just take to yourself and make the best out of it. You know, like one of my favorite quotes comes from Little House on the Prairie books. And if you've never read them, you should read them. They're fantastic. People in the 1800s had dealt with a lot of hardship. And one of the quotes in those books that they would say is when anything bad would happen, they would say there's no great loss without some small gain. And so if you're kind of struggling with this whole deal, I'd encourage you to try to find the small gain. You know, it's there if you search for it. Whole world over is trying to figure out what to do, and instead of sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves, just take it as an opportunity to give it all you can for whatever it gives you. And for me, this is what it's given me, and this has been fantastic. To be with family, to be quiet, to be out. So, I do miss you, but at the same time, I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to make the best of it, and hopefully come see you come fall when we reopen. So, that's all for now, I suppose. But be well, be kind, take care of yourself, find some quiet every day, do your breathing, and we'll see you soon.